Sure, can we talk about Steve Miller? Yes. Can you link me? Yes. Does anyone have the link? It is a very funny clip. Librarian's in chat. Librarian, pull that up. Librarian, can you pull up the clip of Stephen Miller blanking on plenary authority and then also something of Northern Lion saying something weirdly sexual? Can I get 2 of those clips, please, Librarian? Can I get a weirdly sexual Northern Lion clip? Oh, Stephen Miller right here. Okay. And then a weirdly sexual Northern Lion clip, please. Well, does anyone have the original? We'll watch the edited one in a second. Holy shit. This has 76,000 upvotes on Reddit. That's crazy.
You've called the district judge's ruling.
This is like the lowest quality clip I've ever seen. 144p? How can I not get a high quality clip from CNN in 2025? So the context you need for this clip is that plenary authority is like absolute authority, as in the president is unquestioned, unchallenged, unchallengeable, total, absolute top of the pyramid authority. Okay, that's what you need to know for this context. If you don't know what that means.
Thank you so much for joining us. By the way, you've called the district judge's ruling blocking the deployment of National Guard in Oregon legal insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that ruling?
Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Stephen? Hey, Stephen, can you hear me? It seemed, Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue.
Dude, it's so funny to call it a technical issue when he's still moving and blinking. Anyway, just kind of realized what he was saying and then froze. What an insane way to handle it. He could have just kept talking. Like, nobody fact checks what anybody says anymore. This guy just rambling on CNN would have been forgotten in 2 days, but instead he literally freezes.
It seemed... Stephen?
Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Stephen? Hey, Stephen, can you hear me?
It's so fucked, bro. It's and then he's just mogging. And he's just, dude, he's honestly doing like a, he's like jutting his chin out. And I've never seen a more Lex Luthor pilled person in real life. It's crazy. Anyway, so this is how CNN aired that segment, okay? On the top is the original airing, and on the bottom is what they actually aired.
Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen?
Starts mogging.
Stephen?
Maybe he was just done. Maybe he didn't freeze. Maybe he's just saying, Donald Trump has plenary authority. I'm not going to say another word. Mic drop. Okay. I'm full stop.
White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy, Stephen Miller. My question was whether the administration still plans to abide by that judge's order,
so this is what they
restricting any National Guard troops from being sent to Oregon.
Well, the administration will abide by the ruling insofar as it affects the covered parties. But there are also many other options the president has to deploy federal resources and assets out of the U.S. military to Portland. But I was making the point that under federal law, Section Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has the authority anytime he believes federal resources are insufficient to federalize the National Guard to carry out a mission necessary for public safety. So
that's a way different answer. That's a way different answer with a different background at a different time. And it's been edited together to imply that was his natural answer, which is pretty sus.
The number 1 and 2 items in the GOP platform in 2024 were to turn back the border invasion and carry out the largest...
I mean, he's going to keep going. He's going to keep rambling. I don't need to talk about Stephen Miller forever, but you'll notice no mention, I've watched the thing, no mention of plenary authority anymore. Not ready to pull that card out yet that says the White House can overrule all judges and has absolute authority. That's something that's clearly being thought about, but is not being deployed on CNN just yet. White boy orders 2 prostitutes in perfect Korean. Guys, this is Stephen Miller. Okay, we're gonna watch the NL clip later. This is Stephen Miller, a part of the Trump administration, and he is talking about his, I believe, negotiating strategy with Korea.
It's funny when languages have stuff like that that'll like trip you up. I'm sure I told you the story many times of when I went to the Kimbap Cheongguk in South Korea. Guy who lived in South Korea for a year. When I went to the Kimbap Cheongguk in South Korea, and I ordered jamchi kimbap, duge juseyo, and then they all started laughing at me, which was like my worst nightmare. And then it turns out that chamchi is tuna, and jamchi is slang for pussy. So I walked into the store and said, 2 pussy rolls, please. Can I get two rolls of pussy to go?
That's Stephen Miller, folks. You know what? I don't like his policies on immigration, but he's fun. He's got funny stories about Korea. Thoughts on Macron putting it all on red? I don't want to, dude, every day there's been new stuff about France. I've been making a little presentation, but I keep getting new information. And so I've been adding. And so I will do it. I mean, I'm waiting to see who he appoints. If you don't follow what's going on in France, it's comically degenerate now. I don't even want to, I want to save it. Let me save it. Please let me save this one. I swear to God, I'll talk about it soon. But every day there's new shit, and they had their shortest prime minister ever, and they've had like 5 in a year and a half. And now they are going to go for a 6th. We'll see. I'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll just wait for who they appoint. How tall was he? Oh, it wasn't, I said shortest, like the shortest. I'm not laughing because France has a short king prime minister, okay? I'm not like, oh my God, France's government's in chaos because this guy's a little shorty. He's not very tall. A Napoleon complex. They're screwed. No, I'm talking about the length of time that he served. It was a month, but only 1 day of actually being in the position of like once he'd found the government. And so within the first day, he resigned, which is truly crazy. Anyway, I want to tell you guys a story. This is a fucking sign that you could persevere against all odds. And honestly, Adish, if you're watching this is irrelevant to whatever clip you just watched. Put this at the end. Put this at the end of a clip. It's important. This is a friend of mine, okay? He interviewed at Riot Games, and they liked him. He interviews at Riot. They like it. It goes pretty well. They go, let's go interview 2. Okay. He goes to interview 2. Goes pretty well. Let's go interview 3. We want to be sure. Interview 4. Interview 5. Interview 6. Interview 7. Interview 8. Interview 9. Interview 10. Interview 11, panel interview. It has now been 3 months. 3 months. He has been part of this process. And yeah, he doesn't, he's trying to find this job. It's so, he's stressed. He's stressed. The bro is stressed. And like, he's putting his all into it. And he's like, he would be so good at this job. I can't say the job specifically, but he'd be so good at it. And he's putting his time and he's putting the effort in. We found out last night that he got it. He fucking got it, dude. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for my friend. That is such a fucking, because I've been there. I didn't have 11 interviews, but like I remember when I was struggling in LA and I got the job at Twitch and I just ran around the fucking house and I was it's such a relief in that moment. And so I'm so happy for him. And I just want to say, super good for him. Yeah, it's insane. I'm engineering school right now. One of my classmates interviewed for Blue Origin and they're making him do everything short of solve world hunger. Dude, it's crazy. I mean, he's not the only one that I in my, friend circle who's like going through the fucking job hunt right now. His one was unique because if you apply for a job and you don't get it, it's like, well, that sucks. I'll try somewhere else. Or, it could be a fucking process. But like this, Riot was such the best choice for him. It's such a fit for his skills and knowledge. And I'm happy that worked out, bro. I'm happy that worked out. I've never heard of 11 in my life. That's what I said. I was asking him last night. I was like, bro, what could possibly the difference be between 8 and 11 interviews? But I guess they were just trying to be absolutely sure. I told him to do what I did. And on the last interview, the final interview, come in and say, I don't even like League of Legends. Just do what I did, bro. Choke it at the 1 yard line. Yeah, I don't even fuck with it, honestly. Not for me. That's what a Giga Chat would do. H-Rock recommended Bobby Kotick to Blizzard so Riot was wearing. I didn't recommend, he just told us about it. But like, we would be checking in, right? I'd be like, hey, how'd the interview go? And he'd be like, pretty good. I have another one coming up. And this has been happening for months. And in my heart, I'll just tell you, in my heart, I was like, bro, if it's this many interviews, they must be like trying to find an excuse not to. I was like, in my mind, I was like, they're going to tell him no at the end and it's going to fucking break my heart. And I was just so worried. and it worked out great. It's just nice to hear. I don't know. It's nice to hear a good story for once. Everyone's got bad job stories right now.